You know, I was around back a little bit ago today planting the rest of our potatoes in our potato patch, and I had my old trap and trowel with me, and I got to thinking, I saw a lot of history with this thing back when I was a fur trapper. Digging pocket sets and foothold um, for foothold traps, and so I think it's time to show this old trap and trowel a little bit of TLC. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to take some 220 grit and some 400 grit paper, and I'm going to just clean up this handle a little bit. I'm going to show you how we do that real quick. This is a pretty simple process. Take your 400, I'm sorry, your 220 first, and you just go over the whole thing. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure I'm getting all the splinters out. I'm making sure I'm getting the rough spots off. This used to be covered in coon grease a long time ago. And I'm just going to make sure I get that all sanded off, sanded down, back to, there you go, back to the old hickory handle, get the old finish off of it. Now I'm going to take my 400 grit. I'm just going to make sure it's smooth. Go over it, like so. There. It's so smooth now, it's almost soft. But now, you see this edge? It's a little bit blunt. So I'm going to take my file. I'm going to sharpen that up just a little bit. I don't want this sharp, but I also don't want a blunt edge. Now, I've already done the other side for speed of this video, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my angle right. Again, this is one of those things that I've been doing this for years. The angle becomes second nature to me. If you are unsure of the angle that you are supposed to use, I suggest you use a guide to set your angle, because the last thing you want to do is change the angle or the pitch of your blade here, because that can make things difficult later on. Get my angle set. There we go. I'm just going to clean up that edge. Alright, it's pulling up a burr. So what I'm going to do is on the back side here, I'm just going to lay this flat on the back, because this is a single beveled blade. I'm going to lay this flat on the back. And I took that burr off. Right, that's all I'm going to do on that. Like I said, I've already done the other side. It's ready to go. So now I'm going to show you what we're going to do to this handle. I'm being attacked by hummingbirds here. What I have here is some boiled linseed oil. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to take an old rag, make sure it's clean from dust. I'll make sure that it's saturated in a couple of spots. Okay. I'm just going to take this handle, I'm just going to wipe it on. This will sit on the wood for about 15 minutes, and then I'll wipe it off. I want to make certain I get everywhere. And I'll probably do 2 or 3 coats of this throughout the course of the day, and that'll really help seal and protect this handle. Now I plan on doing that too. I have my trap and hawk, I have a hatchet, I have a sledgehammer, and I have a shovel here. They're all going to get this treatment today. I'll set this over here. We're supposed to get a little bit of rain, so I don't want to set it outside yet. Let me get some more. Now, if you want, you can thin your boiled linseed oil with a little bit of paint thinner. I don't. I prefer to use it in its natural state. And linseed oil is also good for making the head of your handle swell in the event that you have a loose fit with your head attached to your handle. However, these have been all fitted pretty well, and I don't have to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this on, make sure I get everywhere, including up here at the very top. This trap and hawk here has been coated with this exact same treatment. Gosh, probably 10 times over the years. I've had this thing since I was a kid, you know, starting out in trapping. I've used this old throwing hawk here for all sorts of things on the trap line, or when I've been out hunting and camping. And I think every young kid should have one of these. I actually purchased my son one a few years ago. But that's honestly just about all there is to maintaining one of these handles. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these done. Show you what they look like. Okay folks, it's been about 15 minutes since I did my trapping trowel. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the second coat. I actually prefer coon grease for this, but it was kind of messy, and since I don't trap much anymore, I don't have a steady supply like I used to. It made it waterproof, and anything on the trap line needs to be waterproof. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the rest of these, and that's honestly all there is to maintaining the handles on your tools. Until next time, thanks for watching.